The Chicago Bears have come into this 2021 offseason with a ton more questions than answers. One question that hasn't been answered is what they're going to do at the quarterback position. And the next question that's been the biggest topic outside of quarterback is what are they going to do with Allen Robinson's contract situation? What direction is the team going to go from here? Yo, what's up, world? APW Sports signing in. And today, we're going to talk about what the Bears should do with Allen Robinson and his contract situation. And we're going to talk about that entire situation. But before that, make sure you guys leave this video a like to help the channel to grow. And if you are a first-time watcher and a first-time viewer of this channel and you love football content, consider clicking that subscribe button and also clicking that notification bell so you will not miss a single video. But without further ado, let's dive into it.
I'm striving to get rich. That's why I always went 2 years without buying shoes and fits. Things change now. My mom hearing me with my music and she look a little proud.
Allen Robinson was signed with the Chicago Bears in the 2018 offseason to a 3-year deal to pair him with Mitch Trubisky and get this Bears offense going forward. His first year in 2018, Allen Robinson had 55 catches for 754 yards and 4 touchdowns, coming off a 2017 season where he tore his ACL in Week 1 in Jacksonville. 2019, see him set career highs in catches with 98 catches for 1,147 yards and 7 more touchdowns, and he was a Pro Bowl snub in 2019. 2020 will go on to see him have a better season, which see him have 102 catches for 1,250 yards, 6 touchdowns, and was yet again a Pro Bowl snub. But outside of the Pro Bowl snub, Allen Robinson has proven himself to be a number 1 receiver in the NFL, despite the quarterback play that he's dealt with the last 2 seasons, with Mitch Trubisky struggling in 2019, Mitch Trubisky also being benched and struggled in 2020, Nick Foles coming in and also having his struggles in 2020. Allen Robinson was still able to post over 100 catches and over 1,000 yards with not so great quarterback play. With the seasons that he's had the past couple of years, especially still being at his age 27 season in 2020, Allen Robinson has more than proven himself to be an elite wide receiver in this league. He's proven himself to be a number 1 type receiver in the league. And the Bears, I think, have failed at giving him, number 1, a contract extension, especially from the production that he's been able to produce. Outside of the offensive struggles, he has been the biggest bright spot in the Chicago Bears offense the past couple of seasons. And his unhappiness with the Bears front office, his unhappiness with the way that the contract negotiations has gone is absolutely warranted, because he has proven himself time to time again to be one of the better receivers in the NFL, and the Bears have not to this day compensated him for such efforts. Now we're going into this 2021 offseason where the Bears are facing a franchise tag, which is more than likely going to happen. There have been rumors that the Bears could potentially tag Allen Robinson and use him in a trade package to get better help on the offensive line. Now, me as a Bears fan, I would not too much agree with that, because number 1, Allen Robinson has definitely been the best receiver that the Bears have had, probably since the Brandon Marshall days. And Allen Robinson has proven to be one of the better route runners in the NFL. He's proven to be a guy that can go up and get the football. He's proven a guy that he gets himself open despite the quarterback play, and he's still able to have success. Allen Robinson is definitely a number 1 receiver in this offense and has been for the last 2 seasons. And it's very surprising that the Bears, have not compensated him. Now, he's facing a franchise tag, which it looks like from all signs that he's not going to play under the franchise tag. And to be 100% honest, I still think the Bears have a chance of keeping Allen Robinson happy. I still think they have a chance of keeping him if they were able to get the quarterback position settled. I think if they get the quarterback position settled quickly, I think if they move faster to get the next quarterback in, because all signs are pointing to Mitch Trubisky being gone, and Nick Foles, they're still up in the air of what they're going to do with him. But with a lot of rumors going around the Bears and Deshaun Watson, the Bears and Derek Carr, the Bears and Russell Wilson, I think the quicker that the Bears move to get the next quarterback, I think will be a huge factor into Allen Robinson's decision to whether to stay or his decision on whether to want out of town. Throughout the course of Allen Robinson's career, he has not played with a top-tier quarterback. He has not played with one of the better quarterbacks in the league. He's dealt with Chad Henne and he's dealt with Blake Bortles in Jacksonville for his career there. In his career in Chicago, he's received passes from Trubisky, he received passes from Chase Daniel, and he's received passes from Nick Foles, a struggling Nick Foles. So when you look at Allen Robinson's career and the things that he's been able to do, despite not having also great quarterback play, I think that elevates him even more as far as being one of the better receivers in the league, because he's been able to produce at a high level on a consistent basis despite not having one of those top-tier elite quarterbacks. So when you look at Allen Robinson the past couple of years as a Chicago Bear, he's definitely established himself as a top-level receiver, and he definitely deserves to be compensated like one of the top receivers in the NFL. Now, this offseason is proven to be one that the Bears are moving a little bit slower, or the Bears are kind of hiding what they're going to do as far as the quarterback situation goes. I think a lot of the decision that Allen Robinson and the Bears have to make will depend on the quarterback position. And also, the Bears have found themselves in a different kind of a salary cap mess, especially spending heavily on the defensive side of the ball the past couple of off seasons. When you have big contracts like Mack, you have a big contract like Robert Quinn, Eddie Jackson extension, Danny Trevathan's extension. So the Bears are focused a lot on defense. And this offseason really needs to be offensive heavy with Allen Robinson's contract. You still have to fix the quarterback situation. So the Bears have had a lot of questions on that front. But as far as Allen Robinson goes, the best bet is to tag him and give him that long-term deal that he's rightfully earned with the play with his last couple of seasons. And whatever quarterback that you get, I'm assuming that they have to get a veteran, because if you draft a guy in the draft, I don't think that's going to be a tool to get Allen Robinson to stay around, especially with the quarterback play that he's had to deal with in his career. I feel he's looking to be in a situation where he's playing with a top-level quarterback on a top-level offense and capitalize on his skill set versus being in this Bears offense that has been struggling on the offensive line, that has been struggling with the quarterback play. And the biggest bright spot in this Bears offense, let's just face it, has been Allen Robinson and his ability to get open and his ability to catch the football and make those tough catches. So when you look at the Bears situation, they failed by not giving him a contract extension earlier, which I think would have saved the Bears a whole lot more money if they would have gotten this deal done earlier in 2020. Now you have a guy that's coming off a 100-plus catch season, a 1,200-plus yard season, and has definitely established himself to be one of the elite receivers in the NFL. And the price tag on Allen Robinson has just skyrocketed based on his production and based on his play alone. So I feel the Bears actually failed Allen Robinson in this instance by not getting his deal done. And they've also failed themselves as an organization by not getting the deal done earlier. And now it's going to cost them a lot more money to keep him around, especially with other teams probably going to give him that lucrative deal if the Bears decide to not franchise tag him and let him walk. But Ryan Pace has said all things are on the table, and they've complimented Allen Robinson so much. So it looks like the Bears are actually going to franchise tag Allen Robinson, but I don't think Allen Robinson is going to play under that tag, so they're going to have to pay him that long-term deal, and they're going to have to pay him that contract that he's been wanting since the 2020 offseason. It's in the Bears' best interest to keep him around, especially when Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace are on one-year leashes this offseason. If everything does not work in 2021 for the Bears, their jobs will be lost. So I really feel that the Bears need to sign Allen Robinson. They need to get him on a long-term deal because that can help them save their jobs. Besides getting a different top quarterback in there, I think if you keep Allen Robinson for whatever quarterback you get, it's going to be very beneficial for this Bears offense that has been struggling the past couple of seasons. So the Bears have failed Allen Robinson. The Bears have failed by not signing him earlier. And the Bears need to get a deal done. They need to franchise tag him and get that contract signed and extended so you can improve this Bears offense, which has been 29th or 22nd the last couple of years on offense. You need to improve a Bears offense that the front office and the head coach are on very short leashes, and they are on a make it break it season. So the Bears need to sign Allen Robinson. They need to keep him. They need to move forward with him on the roster in 2021 and get the deal done. But that is all I have for you guys today. Make sure you guys leave this video a like so we can help this channel to grow. And comment your thoughts down below of what you think the Bears should do with Allen Robinson. What are your thoughts on this entire situation? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below and continue the conversation. And if you have gotten to this point in the video, make sure you click that subscribe button and also click the notification bell so you will not miss a single video. But I am APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys stay safe. Have a great next of the day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.